Welcome to the PRS Update Show, this edition for June 2023. And right off the bat, we have significant news in the Pro Series points chase. We now have a second Pro Series competitor in the clubhouse with 300 series points. Morgan King was first to do it, and now your defending Golden Bullet holder, Austin Bushman, has achieved that accomplishment. We had an opportunity to chat about it a few weeks ago. So Austin, welcome. It's the June PRS Update Show, and you, sir, are now the second man on the PRS Pro leaderboard with a 300. Congratulations.
Thank you. It feels good to have that out of the way. Last season, it took me till my last match of the season. I actually shot one additional match just trying to get to 300 last year, and it worked out.
Well, as the defending holder of the Golden Bullet, I think it's right that you're up there early in the season. I mean, what Morgan was able to achieve is very remarkable. However, knowing that the defending champion and the holder of the Golden Bullet is now in, that sends a message to the rest of the Pro Series. Do you agree or no?
Maybe. I think there's several of us that talk. Like I talk to Morgan all the time. We know how good the other guys are at the top, and we expect quite a few guys to be in contention for the Golden Bullet. Really, the location of the match this year is such that it's likely to be a windy match. It's likely to be very difficult, and a lot of times different guys run away with the score at matches like that, and so a lot of us felt last year like going to K&M for the finale that we needed to have a 300 to have a chance. And this year, I don't think it's the same. And I think a lot of top guys know that a 296, a 297, somebody with that score could still win the Golden Bullet this year.
You betcha. It is going to be exciting to see it. If I'm not mistaken, it's in Kansas. Do I have that right?
Yes, it's at Twin Peaks Rifle Range in Medicine Lodge, Kansas.
That's awesome. That plays pretty well into your expertise, being one of the elite Oklahoma shooters, guys known to shoot in all directions in all wind conditions.
Yeah, I love that range. I go shoot one-day matches there fairly often, regional PRS matches, and so it's close to me. It's a 3-hour drive for me, which is closer than most matches I go to, and the one match, the 2-day match they had this year, I had a really disappointing performance, so that doesn't boost my confidence any. But I've shot there a lot, and I'm looking forward to the finale. I think it's going to be a really good one.
Excellent. Well, you mentioned that last season you actually shot an additional match to achieve the 300 that you carried into the finale. Now that you're sitting with your 300, do you change your shooting schedule for the rest of the season?
Actually, something else has kind of determined what matches I go to for the rest of the season. Now that I have 300, one thing I'm actually trying to do is qualify for the World Championships next year in South Africa, and part of the qualifications require me to go to AG Cup matches. So now that I have the 300 points, I'm going to focus pretty heavily on AG Cup matches. And those are awesome matches anyway, so it's kind of a good thing. I just have to travel a little bit more. But outside of AG Cup matches, there's not a big drive for me to get there. There's not much I can gain besides winning prizes, maybe. So sure. I'm looking at just going to AG Cup matches. I've got a few on the list, and if those go well, then I'll be sitting pretty at the end of the year.
Good news. And it doesn't hurt that AG Cup matches, quality finishes there can pad the wallet a little bit. So that's always nice.
Yep.
Excellent. Well, that's what I needed for this edition of the PRS Update. Austin Bushman, congratulations and welcome to the Club of 300. Second in for the 2023 season. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
The season continues to drive on, and that means it's time to take a look at the major matches that have occurred over the month of June. The K&M Cahalis PRC was Memorial Day weekend at K&M Precision in Finger, Tennessee. 260 competitors showed up, and at the end, there were 2 with a claim at 100 Precision Rifle Pro Series points. Dan Herride and Nathan Tungate both with 188 points for the match. Ben Gossett rounds out the podium. Top lady is Kate Estes, and top junior is Jake Millard. One additional newsworthy event, this run on the PRS Barricade Skills Stage by Ben Gossett. Shooting that event that fast in competition is unreal. The Pig River Ham presented by Loophole Optics happened June 3rd in Rocky Mount, Virginia. Andy Slade is best there, Ken Sanoski second, and Cal Harmon is third and top military. Top lady is Ruger's Laurel Ackenhead, and it was a big weekend for the Galati family. John Galati Jr. is top marksman and top junior, and John Galati Sr. is top semi-pro. Both picked up Trigger Tech Diamond Triggers. Super nice. The Lead Farm Barrel Burner 2.0 was June 10th and 11th in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. Nick Godarzi is the winner, 3 ahead of Clay Blacketer. Then it's 12 points back to third place Brian Neese. Top lady is Ashlyn Nalos, and the standout performance was Trive Sawa, 4th overall, top junior, and top marksman. Well done, young man. And then one of the marquee matches of the season. The Hornady Precision Rifle Challenge was June 23rd and 24th outside of Evanston, Wyoming. George Gardner and Brian Sykes put on a destination match, and George posts pictures to prove it. The match win goes to Austin Orgain, 6 points ahead of Keith Baker, and Austin Bushman rounds out the podium, edging top junior Jake Millard by virtue of his time on the skills stage. Also notable, top semi-pro is Hornady's Joe Thielen, Director of Engineering, 19th overall with 147 points. In this PRS Partner Spotlight, it's Daniel Defense and Director of Product Design, Daniel McElroy, on why the relationship is important to them.
Being a part of the PRS is important to us because not only is it a growing sport, but it's also pushing innovation, right? You didn't see, if you just see the equipment changes that have happened over the last couple of years, it used to be you had to have a custom gun with hand-loaded ammunition to be able to shoot accurately. And now you can have a factory gun, factory ammo, and you can still compete.
Also, PRS competition is a great place to prove out new ideas.
Oh, it's incredibly important because, you know, you can design off a piece of paper all day long, but it's when you get into the field that you notice, you know, what actually works and what doesn't. You might have a great idea that turns out to be absolute garbage until you get out here and run it. And you might be able to hit a home run with an idea that you had that was on paper that come to fruition out here on the field. You know, as long as there's people that want to put rounds down range accurately, we want to be involved with that.
Now a look at the matches coming in July. The Hodgdon Punisher Positional is July 8th and 9th in Conway, Kansas. The THS Steel Challenge presented by TS Customs will be July 15th and 16th in Fort Pierre, South Dakota. That same weekend will also be the Twisted Barrel Scorcher by Loophole in Little Rock, Arkansas. July 22nd and 23rd will be the Sheepdog Showdown sponsored by Cahalis in Catskill, New York. The Blue Mountain Revival put on by Eric Anderson of Blue Mountain Precision will be July 28 and 29 at the Unitah Basin Rifle Club just outside Vernal, Utah. And that will get us through the major matches for July. Look for results on those in the next update show. Until then, scan here to go to the Precision Rifle Series website for more information on everything related to the fastest growing of the shooting sports, the PRS.